Okay, it looks like we are rolling here with our oh, maybe I'm a little low. Looks like we're rolling here with our little with our little live stream. Hooray. Let me just check really quick if everything's going. I probably should have made a announcement and I probably should have streamed earlier. Um sorry, I had some stuff and I still have some stuff. So how long do I have? I think I have 2 hours. About 2 hours 15 minutes ish. Hey senor, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. I'm still getting back into the swing of things. Still doing this as a side hobby. Still thinking about how I'm gonna run this. So for now, these are pretty casual. What's up? Woke up, had a nice sleep in, had a nice little puttering little morning, and now it's afternoon, and I figured, hey, I should go live, try and keep in the practice of going like live at least once a week. I think I'm thinking about doing twice a week, but kind of depends on how things pan out. I'm excited to kind of get back into back into BattleTech, back into the swing of things, back into nerdy overanalyzed content creation. It's really fun. So yeah, not much up with me. I'm just kind of excited to kind of run it. Hey Justin, how's it going? Hey, someone told me that you're like a line creator or something, for like you're actual creator for BattleTech or something, or like a designer. Is that true? Awesome. Take it slow and make sure you enjoy the content. Yeah, I am really enjoying it. It is really fresh and interesting. I am thinking of uh, not pivoting the channel, but like doing something else, expanding, I think would be the better word. Expanding and like rethinking the business model and what I want to do and certain things, and just taking a new mindset to this channel and this content creation. You wish. Oh, okay. But yeah, things are still nebulous for me. I'll still be covering BattleTech, but I think I might want to expand into like Warhammer, painting stuff, Trench Crusade. What's another game I saw? Draw Steel, like D&D Draw Steel, and maybe expanding out to like a hobby channel rather than a dedicated BattleTech channel. But I think BattleTech is still like my, I wouldn't say first love, but main love. And there's still so much to do here and explore and learn. Take it slow and make sure you're enjoying the content. Yeah, I am. Previously, when I started content creation, I wanted to make this my job, but I have a different job now, and I think it opens up a lot of opportunities for me to, because I'm not doing this for money as like a primary source of income, and because I have income to burn on this channel like I could a hobby, it opens a lot more, I think, opportunities for creativity, where if it was my job, I think maybe I'd be chasing the views and chasing the monetization a lot. Hey Renegade, hello, good afternoon. Hey Talon, how's it going? But I'm just rambling about my current situation and stuff. Yeah, so hopefully I get to be a lot more creative here and be able to cover topics that I personally have an interest in rather than just chasing the view. Obviously, I think if I do want to make this a business, I do have to chase the views to a certain extent, but there is a balance, and then there is room to just do something totally creative and just burn like a couple $100 on a video that I think is cool, that I'm like, yeah, but I know I'm not gonna make a return on this, but it doesn't matter. A passion project. Commander Nearsight, hello, hello, what's up? Today we are continuing on with our assault mech review. So this is like the precursor. This is kind of like the work I would do to kind of make the tier list here. I kind of dumb things down a little bit because I don't want people to steal the actual formula and do it themselves, be able to like do it themselves, because it's my idea and I want to be able to do it. So this is a little bit of a dumbed down tier list. This is just kind of like the legwork, some of the legwork data entry, and then I'll apply my formulas. But we're kind of reviewing these mechs here, and I'm going to make some notes to myself about what I think about the mechs, and like highlight the parts, the places where future me will have to pay attention to. Yeah. Love the idea of the Royal SDF. Yes, the Royal SDFs or the Royals are really, really cool. I think we can learn a lot by looking at old Star League mechs, and that is something that I do want to cover. Ahoy, you gluey blob. Hello, Stephen Cross. Welcome, welcome. The notes on the awesome are hilarious. Oh yes, this was last stream. It is this. Yeah, I think last stream I said like I'm not even gonna look at these. These are poop. We're not gonna. I don't have time to fill out all the data for some poop mech. Maybe when I go back with a keener eye, a more discerning eye, I'll fill out the data entry. But I don't want to jam up the stream with some really boring analysis. So anyway, these are the mechs that we did, and these are the mechs that we have to go. Oh yes, the Thug 10E. Someone mentioned the Thug 10E the other day. Could we get our hands on the spreadsheet once it's done? I've debated that. I know it would help the BattleTech community a lot if I release the spreadsheets and people can like learn and understand. It always comes back to like business needs though. See, because even though I don't know, I'm quite torn, because like I know 99% of people would look at the list and then just use it to kind of help inform their decision, or maybe some people would go into the list, look at like take it apart and analyze, like critique the analysis, which is good, which is, you know, we are trying to get better at BattleTech at the end of the day. But my worry is that someone would be able to take the formulas and then a creator would be able to look at, take the formulas, just change them around a little bit, and then do the same content that I'm doing. You know what I mean? And that is where I get a little hesitant, because I put in like, I mean, 50 plus hours. Like it takes me like a month to make these videos, right? And I don't like the idea of someone being able to just grab all the data that I work so hard to make and then just put a tiny little spin on it and then vomit out their own version. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I don't like. I would be very irritated to think that someone just grabbed this and just put like 10 hours into it and could spit out something and just clone my channel. You know, the idea of that, I think if someone did that, that would really piss me off. So yeah, it's just too easy to reverse engineer. It would just and it would hurt my business and my channel. I hope that makes sense. Like it is selfish to a certain extent, but that's just the way I feel. Like, because someone could do that, and I don't like that. So as much as I would want to help you guys by posting it, I just feel it opens up too much heartache for me, knowing that, you know, I spent like hundreds of hours making these things and someone just could steal my work. Yeah. Do what's best for you and your channel. Yeah, I hope you can understand that. As much as I want to give away as much as I can, I just feel like It's too easy to. It's too easy. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. We're just chit chatting stuff, and the VOD's gonna be up, Sir Broadsword. Good to see you again. Time to make reacting to slime tier list videos. Why put 10 hours when you can put in 1 hour? Yeah, so you can do like react stuff. Like I don't mind the react stuff as long as you like link the channel and be like dirty overanalyze, blah blah blah. Blah. That I think is okay. Even that though, like some of like the react content is so lazy. It's so lazy, and I don't know. As a content creator, if I'm spending 50+ hours to make a damn video, I don't know. Well, I've done react content before. I think as long as you like hype the dude up, but then you have people like really big reactors. It's all this one that's really it's a really there's a certain point where it's okay if you're like hyping the crap out of like the creator and like telling him, hey, take a look at this, blah 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 blah. But if you build your whole channel off reacts, is like I don't know. You have to add like a massive amount of value to me, or it has to be like fun to watch on its own, like the Fusushi video that we did, like introducing someone that doesn't know anything about BattleTech and helping them react and learn. That's kind of cool, right? That's like person sees it for the first time. But I don't know. Sorry, was just making a joke about the content. Oh yeah, sorry. These are all like the things that I think about as like as a creator and someone who wants to be on the YouTube space. Like, what is the line? And they're sometimes very difficult. Not ethical, like moral considerations. Like, because if you're making a React thing, you're taking their. Some people will watch the original, but some people won't, and it's a whole mess. Anyway. All right, let's talk about BattleTech. Is my sound okay? Is the sound levels okay? Is the sound levels okay? Sounds fine? Good. Okay. So let's move on. We did these guys before. We're on to the Charger now. Okay, so the Charger is a cav mech. And so we've been doing these baseline heavies, right? We made some notes in the previous video or the previous stream that we want baseline heavy mechs because assault mechs are rare, right? So you would need a reason why to take a rare assault mech or buy a rare assault mech rather than just taking a common heavy. And so that's kind of like the argument that I would probably make. Hey, good afternoon. Flowering Night Lord. Ubiquitous traits as the baselines for comparison. Yes, so not just the ubiquitous trait, but in Xotl Rats, there are mechs that are available to essentially all factions. So for example, here, the Dragon has, I think, uncommon availability to mercenaries. So the Dragon 1N. And I also wanted to take a look at the OS design. I think there are two baseline cavalry. So the first baseline cavalry is kind of your, how do you say it? Shock troop cav. So this would be like cheap BV, low weapons, melee is their main attack. So this should be like, and then the second one is like your actual fighting cavalry. So it'd be like something like the Osrock or Ossol. Which is kind of like a higher BV heavy with actual weapons. So Ossol, I guess Grasshopper would also be one. So actually I think the Grasshopper is kind of the one you would want. So let's put, someone was saying Ossol before, but I think it would probably be Grasshopper. Grasshopper 5H. I mean, it's just really, really hard to beat as a jump cav. Yeah, Karita made a lot of dragons, or dragons are like really, really available. Are there assault parallels to all heavy mechs? Are the rules too specific? I think most of them on Oni Ryu are gonna fall into there's gonna be a heavy parallel. Some of them I would suspect, like the some of them are really specialist, like unique. Like I think the Cyclops will probably be that, but I'd have to take a look. There actually might be another category where it's just like pure specialists, because when you get this big, when you get to the assault mechs, these are like mechs I think that like some of the Star League designs, I think they get so specialist because the mechs are so popular or so available, you know. But then when it gets back to Secession Wars and you have this technological regression, some of these very specialized designs can no longer be maintained, or can no longer be produced. So like they were produced at a time where there are tens of thousands of mechs, and so you could actually justify having a very like HQ style assault that is supposed to sit at the top of a regiment. But after the Secession Wars, after the technological regression, you're down to like regiment formations, right? So you're down to like hundreds of mechs or thousands of mechs, and then a Cyclops becomes way too specialized, or some of these designs become way too specialized and way too expensive to maintain because of that regression. Does that make sense? That's my working theory. I don't know if that's true, but it makes sense to me. Yeah, it's like exactly. It's like you have this walking thing that gives +2 initiative and you can see everything. Like yeah, it's good for Star League stuff. If you're in these, you know, if you're commanding like a regiment or something for your like general or something, but if you're on if you're at like a battalion level or like a company level for a mercenary, like there's no way you need to see the whole battlefield in a Cyclops. It just doesn't make sense, at least to me. Yeah. That's my idea there. Anyway, so then there's this like I don't know what you would call it, just like heavy cav. So then these are like high BV, good weapons, like a good mech, right? So it's kind of like a this is like a throwaway distraction carnifex. Yeah. Okay, so this is cav. So these are our two baseline things. I'll consider making the Ossaul later, but I think if I had to choose two, it'd be the Dragon 1N as a shock cav, like a expendable cav, and the Grasshopper would be your value cav. So let's input this. Let's start with the Dragon. So the Dragon 1N has 1 AC5, ML, LRM10, and a ML rear. What the heck? ML R. I'll just do ML-R so we know. I'm going to read the chat after this. Otherwise, we're never going to get through this. So, has 2 attacks typically. 1 kick. It's a 60 tonner. So, it's 12 damage. Critical hit is quite low. It's like 1, 2 maybe, 3. Yeah, low. Long range, yes. 2, yes. Weak. Push heat, no. Right. Dragon can not push its heat. Not really. Zombie, yes, I suppose, because it has no useful weapons. Ammo rounds, 24. It's like way too much. For a single fight. Quirk, offensive quirk is none. Defensively, has narrow low profile, which is like the awesomest quirk in the world. Left torso, right torso, 16. Leg armor is, oh, excuse me, let me slide this down. Leg armor is 18, pretty good. CT rear is 12, which is huge. So this is really, really high, which means you're more than happy to get stuck in, right? Because if you're in melee and you're getting flanked and you have 12 armor, you're sitting pretty. You don't mind. Okay, now we go into the internal structure. This is really bad. So CT explosion chance is nothing, but the right torso explosion chance is 100%, and the left torso explosion chance is 66. So really, really bad. Basically, if you get crit in the right torso, someone gets behind you, opens your back armor up, you're dead. But you have 8 here, so it's kind of okay. Yes, you have 1 medium laser. It's not awesome. Like, if you're a stinger or something, you're still taking that. It's not going to deter anything. Narrow low profile, which is really, really good. Dragon. They had another one. Oh, stable. I think stable's an offensive quirk, or is it a defensive? I can't remember. I have to look it up later. I think it like prevents knockdowns or something. Something to do with that. Utility pen crit. It just says pen. No, just pen. Pen with the melee. You're 5'8", so you're cav. Wait. 5'8". No, stop. Stop. 5'8". Sorry. I'm gonna get to the chat after this. Quirk, no utility quirk. Ammo logistics, like yes, I guess. Maintenance, none. C-bill cost, we are at 5 million. We are at BV is quite cheap at what? No, it's the 1C. 1N. Give me the 1N. BV is 1, and the cost is 5 million. 5 million. All right, let's take a look at chat. Do you think anti-aircraft mechs are also too specialized? To some extent, yes. So like the Jaeger mech, John, probably way too specialized. Rifleman is kind of like on the limit. The nice thing about the Rifleman, I've seen it actually played in games, is because the BV value is so low. So you can, in like a BV game, you can. In a campaign, I think I'd be really, really careful. I think I would only run it in like a battalion formation. I think I might, if I, instead of a Rifleman, I might take like the Blackjack or the Orion and see if I get away with that, or even a Shadowhawk with anti-aircraft ammo, since the AC5 does nothing. Yeah, I think the Rifleman's a little... Yeah, the Hatchet Man also has AA. I can't get over that. Why does the Hatchet Man have AA? Has anyone used the Hatchet Man as an anti-aircraft platform? Yes. You have? You've shot something down with the Hatchet Man's AA quirk? Oh, Jesus. Longbow. Does a Longbow have an AA quirk? Oh my lord. The Longbow has AA? I must have forgotten that. Oh, I'm excited for the Longbow now. Wow. Yeah, I think okay. Yeah, I think you're right, Talon. I have to look it up. It helps with like melee defense. I think the Warhammer has it too, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look it up. Warhammer. Yes, the Warhammer has stable. Yeah, is it nice? Just take 12 Orions for your company. Easy. Just play just play Merrick and take a bunch of Orions. You take the hatchet man with flak ammo? No way. There's no way you take the hatchet man with flak ammo. There's no way. You're doing 5 damage with the hatchet man just for an AA? You're lying. Oh, the Lancelot. Yes, yes, yes. The Lancelot is quite nice. For Karita. If you, yeah. Oh, it has 2 ammo bin. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. So you're putting so you're putting 1 and then 1 anti-air. Okay. Okay, that I can understand. I didn't. Let me just check that we're not. Okay, it has 2 ammo bins. All right, so you're okay. I can okay. All right. I was like, "What? How are you why are you doing 5 damage with your hatchet, man?" Longbow as AA. Reason to take it over archer. Yeah, very good. Very good. Very good reason. Okay, let's do our second baseline. I'm learning so much. I'm coming back to this after a year of not touching the game. So I remember some stuff, but I don't remember like everything. Okay, so this guy's a monster. This guy's a large laser, 4 medium laser, or 4 MLs, LRM 5. Okay, we have numbers of attacks. That's a lot. This can run 5 attacks. Outstanding. Let's check the heat. Sorry, 22 heat sinks. Right. So 4 plus 3 times 4 is 12. Plus 8 is 20. So you're jumping, shooting, no problem. Running, shooting, no problem. Shooting everything and standing still, no problem. So it's S. It's the reason why you take it. Yes, you have 2. You have a kick and an LL. Your large laser, you have critical hit, like very good. Very good redundancy as well. 2, kind of weak. Push heat. 20, 22, running. Actually, not really. Because you're shooting everything for 20. I'm assuming you're not holding your LRM. But there's not really, like, a way to, like, really push it. Kinda. Zombie, absolutely. Ammo rounds, infinite. So, oh wait, I guess your LRM, okay, 24, yeah. CT armors, outstanding at 30. What a big boy. All right, 20. Wow, this thing has perfect armoring. 26. CT rear is 13. Left torso, right torso, rear is 10. Oh god, this thing is min-maxed. CT explosion chance. Oh, it has rugged too. Nice. Crit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 out of 6. So 0% here. Equals 1 out of 6. So 17% on the right torso. Rear defense, none, but who cares? You have insane rear armor. You have no quirk there. Utility quirk or logistics quirk, you have rugged 1. Utility pen crit, just pen. Speed is 4, 6. Oop, 4, 6, 4. Why? Stop doing that. Stop making it a date. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. I'll fix that later. Quirk, none. Ammo use, very low. C-bill cost. Grasshopper. C-bill cost only 1 million more than the dragon. Crazy. Crazy. Okay, let's look at chat. Let's read the chat. Bummed I can't watch live, but excited you make content. Yeah, we're gonna go a little slower. This is not like my full-time gig, but we're gonna like slowly ramp up. The plan is to kind of like slowly ramp up, think about the next moves, put out some really cool videos, and then kind of move along from there. But I'm glad you can join us. I think I'm gonna try and make Saturday like a thing, and then maybe like add one more day. I'll just see how I feel. Do you use smoke rounds? I've never used smoke rounds myself. I don't know if it's a thing in 3025. Have we hit the king crab yet? No, we are on C. We got him coming up. We go in alphabetical. Yep. Setting up baselines for comparisons. Right. So we're at Charger now. Nice to see you back. Yeah, welcome back. You overheat your Grasshopper? Oh, the 5N. How does this compare to the SE Thunderbolt? The SE Thunderbolt is the Eridani version. It's very good. It doesn't show up in Xotl Rats. Supposedly, it's only Eridani Light Horse only. So I don't know lore-wise if anyone has the ability or the technical ability to make it, but the SE is very fun. It's the flying refrigerator. It's essentially the Eridani Light Horse Grasshopper. Plays very similarly. So yeah, I'd say very, very good. I actually, that's something I missed when I was going through, and someone pointed out to me like, hey, the Thunderbolt SE is essentially the Grasshopper. I was like, oh it's very good then. Insane bonuses with heavy woods. I have not looked at the smoke rounds rules. Smoke rounds are broken and slow the game to a crawl. I don't doubt it. The game's long enough already, so I'd have to look at when the smoke rounds were made and if I even want to, like, smoke rounds and like setting fires with your fire starter and stuff with flamers are like seem cool on paper, but dang the the game is slow enough already. Available in 3025. Oh. Okay, well, maybe we do need to look at it, but please don't make the game any slower. It's going to be unplayable. All right. Missile deployed mines is the best way to play. Are you sure? How long do your games take, Justin? All right. Charger. All right, Charger 1A1. Everyone's favorite little meme mech. All right, so this is a second. The double stars is it's usually a second line mech. All right. Shock Cav. I'm going to say Shock Cav. All right, so this guy's got 5 small lasers. Numbers of attacks. Decent. How do you say? Decent redundancy. 1 big kick. Critical hit. Good, technically. Long range, none. Push heat, none. Please tell me it has 10 heat sinks. Okay. Zombie, yup. Because it has nothing. It has no weapons, so technically its main attack is going to be the kick. Ammo rounds, infinite. Quirk, barrel fists. Kind of useless. In BT, you're typically kicking. Easy to maintain. Okay, defense. Defensive stats. Here, CT 25, not bad. Left torso, right torso 20, also not bad. Like, pretty good, because we want to armor in multiples of 5. Leg armor's 20. Okay, so this guy's got good armor at least. Like, quite good. 6, I don't really care because you can't get crit. 5, okay. CT explosion chance is 0. 0%. Left torso, right torso, also 0%. Rear defense is none. Defensive quirks, none. Utility, pen crit. It has crit. Oh no, technically yes. Actually, technically yes. Technically the Charger has pen and crit. Because you run in with your leg kick, you have enough speed to justify. You're probably going to get there if you're clever about it, and you can crit with the small lasers. Oh no. 5'8". Okay. Quirk, utility quirk, easy to me. Oh, that's a logistics quirk. Easy to maintain. And I guess this is a money quirk, but bad rep. Or makes it cheaper. None. All right, this is what kills us, though. Okay, this is the thing that makes the in-universe Charger not really playable. Okay, 7.5 million C-bills. But what it makes it playable, I think, what might make it playable, is that it's 981 BV. So, for example, your Shadowhawk, I'll make a note here. Shadowhawk is 1,000. 10, 64. So, lore-wise, bad. Too expensive. BV-wise, could take instead of the Shadowhawk if you want to be cool. I think you could even take it. You could probably make it work. You can make it work. I'm confident. Yeah, you're just a cruise missile. You just send it. Sprint at the enemy and do not stop. Yup. Under 1K. Games do get fast with practice. Yeah, exactly, Dad. Full send it every turn. Oh, yeah. All right. That is the strat. And it's fun, too. I think it's fun to if you field like a Charger in a game, because it's such a meme mech and it's a fun mech. And you can kind of surprise it. You have that little underdog feel. Oh, no. What is this monster? What? Where have you been my whole life? Charger 1A5. Hello? Who made this? Oh, this is a line breaker mech? What? How did I not know about this thing? The 1A5? Huh? Is it a Capellan mech? It's a Capellan mech? Dang, the Capellans get another cool mech. Okay. AC20. We love it. We love to see it. 2 SRM. Aw. I was about to say if it had 2 tons of ammo, it would be insane. 1 medium laser, 1 small laser. Wow. 3. 4 technically. Piercing. 1 big one. AC20. I'm really thinking more and more that you really need the AC20 to take out assault mechs at a reasonable rate. Yes, 2. Long range, none. Like, who cares? It's a line breaker. Push heat. Can you push your heat? 13 heat sinks. 8 plus 50. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Zombie. Right torso, left torso. Like, technically, yeah. Kind of. Ammo rounds. 10. 10 shots. That's quite good for AC20. Wow. What is this? Do you have the same armoring as the... Okay, you have to shave some armor off. So, wait, 39 CT armor. What? 26. I guess you... Oh, you dropped the... You dropped the engine, so you have more armor. CT rear 10, solid. Left torso, right torso 8. Okay, so am I gonna like the internal structure though? Let's see. Okay, so it's all in the left torso. What do we have? 3 tons of ammo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 out of 5. 3 out of 8. 3 out of 8. 3 out of 8. That's not. It's a little high. Little high. 37. Oops. So what would we say? 37 and a half. 37.5% on the left torso. Not the best, but we can work with it. It's not it's not, I mean, it's a risk. Rear defense, none. Pen crit, huge, yes. I'm gonna highlight this because this is really quite useful. Speed is 4.6. Quite nice for a line breaker. Quirk, none. Logistics, easy to maintain. Yes. AC-20, kind of expensive, but you know. What are you gonna do? 7 million and 1.4 BV. Interesting. It's a fair price. How much is the Atlas? Wait, it's more expensive than the Atlas? Okay, no, it's 400. It's actually 400 points cheaper than the Atlas. Wow. So yeah, I see what you mean by like poor man's Atlas. What? Yeah, these are good mechs. Yeah, A5s. I think if it's Capellan, it's probably Capellan only because you can't yank the engine unless you're at like a planet and you redo the whole thing. What? Big surprise for Fedcom mech jocks. Yeah, for sure. Like, oh, it's a Charger? Okay. Oh, it has an AC-20? Oh my god. Isn't the explosion champs higher because the bottom section has only ammo, or if I played it wrong? So you roll. It's I believe it's an equal chance on every crit. So you just keep rolling until you hit something. So 5 out of 8, I think. Or 3 out of 8? 8 slots, 3 of them have ammo. I have to brush up on my... I gotta read the rulebooks and stuff again. Missed the last one of these, but I want to say I'm glad you're back and doing this stuff. It's super nice. Yeah, of course. I'm not going to do it full time. I don't know what I'm going to do with this channel quite yet, where I'm going to take the channel. But I do really love content creation. I would like to make this a full-time gig. It's just like, how do I go about doing that is like the big business side question of how do I make this channel full-time income? Because I really do. If I could do this all day, every day, it'd be a fun job. It'd be a fun job. The Charger with the big iron. Charger that is better than a Hunchback. Yeah, I think if you're the Cappies, you would take this. You would definitely consider taking this. Because the Hunchback has the rear armor problem, right? So you can't really take them in a game. I've tried it. It just never worked. All right, the 1L. Okay. I think this is... I don't need to cover this guy. Like, pretty much the same as the Charger 1A1. I don't think I want to cover it. I think it's just looking at this. Oh, no. Oh. Oh. Why? Why? Who? Why? Oh God. Okay. I hope whoever made this thing got fired. All right. I thought it was going to be as bad as the Charger 1A1, but it has the armor of like a medium mech. It has like 11 leg armor, 9 right torso armor, 10 center torso armor. No, don't just skip this one. Good God. The Sadhawk, yeah, it's the 2 Delta Shadowhawk, but 80 tons. What is this? Oh, Jesus. Just keep it as the 1A1. Oh, all right, we're moving on. Cyclops HQ. Okay. Battle computer. Battle computer? Wait, is that the stalker ability that gives it 4 additional heat sinks? No, that's the combat computer. Battle computer is 2 initiative, right? Yeah, the HQ is the the initiative. Yeah. So this is the specialist. I'm gonna put just specialist here. So I think this is the original Cyclops, or like what the Cyclops wanted to be. I'm a little rough on the lore. But the HQ is the one with the very rare battle computer. +2 initiative. So this is like a battalion. I mean, specialist. Okay, I don't think I need to cover it. Okay, so the whole reason why you take the Cyclops 10 HQ is so that you can have the +2 initiative, right? You have the collapsible command module. Oh, geez, these are some weird rules that I have to look up, but it's a utility, right? Command unit, yeah. So I have to look more into this. Need to brush up on rules, but it's just I can see from the armor, it's like, yeah, it's moderately armored. It's not great. It's got really bad weapons. It's 4/6, so we can keep up with the battle line. It's at 9 million. It's like Star League tech. I'm pretty sure this is like a battalion or regiment mech. Yeah. Oh, the collapsible as well. Okay, I'd have to look at it then. Sorry. Do all Cyclops have this? The 10Q. Yes, all of them have the battle computer. So, how are we gonna do this? I'll take a stab. Okay, I'll take a stab at it. I need to look at. I can't give you a straight answer right now because I have to look at all the quirks and analyze everything. Particularly the special rules with the 10 HQ and the lore and everything. I'll tell you right now, I'm not. I don't remember enough and don't know enough yet to give you a very straight answer about it. When the video comes out, I will. But yeah. Okay, we're gonna take a shot at this, okay? But just keep in mind this is subject to change. Okay, so 10Q, we have 2 MLs, 2 ML, 2 LRM10, 1 SRM4. SRM4, and yeah, I think you have another medium laser. You have a 3rd medium laser here. Yes. Okay, so kind of moderate weapons loadout. Nothing fantastic. Numbers of attacks, like 2 at long, 4 at range, or 4 at brawl, 2 long, 4 brawl, piercing, none. So quite bad at it. Crit, yes. Long range, 2 weak, right? Is a dervish as a dervish. It hits like a dervish at range. Push heat. I think technically you can. You have 12, yes. So technically you can, but it's not spitting out anything amazing. Zombie, yes, technically, but it's nothing amazing. Like, not great offensively. It's like, yes, technically, but it's like lackluster. Ammo rounds, 24, so way too much. Quirk, we have cowl, difficulty ejection. Yeah. Weak head armor. Okay. Okay, CT armor. We have 46, so it's quite durable. Right, left torso, right torso is 29. Pretty good. Solid as well. 37 leg armor. Really nice. CT rear, we have 11. Left torso, 8. CT explosion channel. Okay, I see a lot of ammo here. Hopefully it's not too bad. All right, CT explosion ammo is 1 out of what, 12? 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 1 equals 1 out of 14. So really good. I'm not worried. I think I overreacted, to be honest, about the through armor crit. But with this much padding, I think you're okay. Left torso is not good. So 50% in the left torso, not great. And 2 out of 5, what's that? 40% in the right torso. So this is not something I want on my front line. It's like quite bad defensively. Not great offensively, defensive liability. Not something I want on the front lines. Definitely not. Rear defense, got nothing. Defensive quirks. Defensive quirks. We have cowl, weak head armor. Utility, you have pen crit. No, just crit. Speed, we have 4-6. Quirk, utility quirk, yeah, that's where it comes in, the battle computer. So this is why you take it. The initiative bonus to your formation. Cowl, difficult ejection. I don't know where to put this, because it kills the pilot more. So it could kill technically your commander, which is a big problem. I don't know where to put that yet. Ammo use, yes, I guess. 9.1 million. BV is 15.8. Okay. So that's where we're sitting here. Let's take a look at the chat. 15 tons of armor. Best intro site tech Cyclops. Yeah, I guess if you had to pick, like, I would want something with high defensive stats, but it's like not. It's very lackluster. Very, very lackluster compared to your baseline. I think we'll have to compare it to the baseline. Compare to baseline heavy. Favorite slime is back. Hey, Shadow Wolf, how's it going? Will I do clan mechs? Not for a long time, because I need to understand the intro tech stuff, which I'm just starting to get a handle on, and then I have to understand the Renaissance tech, so inner sphere up to 3050, and then clan tech is like a whole different ball of wax, right? Because for thousands of years, or for hundreds of years, they have their own history and their own meta and their own like Zelbriggen combat style honor thing. And so I really like the idea of the two metas clashing, but it'd be so hard to make the jump from IS to clan. And I almost don't want to do it because it'll taint my ideas of how mechs should fight. Because if I play a lot of clan, I'll learn how to fight like a clanner, and then I'll take those lessons back to inner sphere, which will be weird because an inner sphere person wouldn't ever know about how clans fight until they arrive in 3050, and that to me is what makes it very, very special. It makes that point in time very, very special because you have these two culture clashes essentially of like two doctrines just slamming against each other. Just call yourself a Rasahaugian. All right, the 10 Zeta. I'll cover this later. This is just the AC-20 version of it and has lower armor. Yeah. AC-20 carrying, but lower armor. I just get the thing. I think this is just a kind of a liability here. Yeah. I like the idea of you mentioning you're couching it in the context of an inner sphere analyst who doesn't fully understand the clans. Yeah, I think that's really nice, right? Because I think, at least to me, the content that I would want to see is someone that doesn't know everything. Like, I want to live in the universe. I want to live and breathe in the universe. And I think one of the reasons why the videos are so cool is because it doesn't, it approaches the subject as if you're immersed. It immerses you in the universe, right? So you're playing that, you're having that D&D vibe where it's not just a guy at the game store telling you what the heck to think and how to fight, but it makes you feel smart to a certain extent because the inner sphere analyst, the character, the slime who's briefing you, doesn't actually know about the clans. And you know about the clans as a player, like if you're outside as a player, outside of that lore. So it makes you feel smart and it's really fun. And it also gives that D&D vibe. But yeah, I'm glad you like it. Are you looking at the see-through variants? This is only the variants for that are in Xotl Rats. So yeah, so if it's not in Xotl Rats, I'm not covering it. I think there are some variants that are available during 3025, like Lost Tech and stuff like that. But there's such a small number of them that they're insignificant. Like I wouldn't cover any Star League variants because an Inner Sphere mercenary would never be able to buy that except like once or twice in a lifetime, really, you know? I just want to look at like what's commercially available and what is reasonable, like for a mercenary to see, like, hey, you're gonna see this. This is what you need to know, versus like some Star League thing that is, yeah, it's overpowered, but you're never gonna see it, you know, except maybe like once or twice. Like, oh my gosh, they have a Star League mech, we're screwed. That's why the technical readouts are so fun. Yeah, I think that would make them amazing, right? Because they're in universe, they like immerse you in the lore, unlike other books. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Let's take a look at the Goliath. I've actually never taken a look at the Goliath because I thought it was ugly. Okay, it's a quad. This is the quad, right? The Goliath. What is this thing? It's a battle line mech, it looks like. Battle line mech. Good old battle line. I think I get the sense this is going to be a little bit lackluster. Nothing crazy, nothing amazing. We have one PPC. We have two LRM. Oops. LRM 10s. LRM. We have two MGs. That's it. Okay. Number of attacks, 3. Oh, I guess technically this is a range mech. What is this thing? Okay, we're taking off the battle line. Huh. Okay, we'll make a ranged mech. Ranged. Oh, we already have a ranged category, so it's gonna be the archer. 2R. Quads are fun. Goliath is a quad. Rangement. Yeah. Okay, archer. Okay, so let's put in our baseline guy. It's gonna be archer. It's universally available. I really quite like the archer. I actually really like it. So this is ranged. It's very simple. 2 LRM 20s, 2 ML fronts, 2 ML, and 2 ML rears. 2 ML rears. Really easy to use. 2 attacks, 2 long, 2 brawl. Piercing, none. Kind of its only drawback. Critical hit, yes. Like decent critical number crits. Long range, 2, very good. Shoots for knockdowns. So the the LRM 20 can shoot for knockdowns because it doesn't average 12 damage on the 7s, and even if you hit 9, like on the lower end, it's kind of 9 above. Like the way the cluster hit table works is that if you roll a 7, you're gonna get 12 hits on an AC 20. So if you hit with both AC 20s, you have a knockdown chance. And even if you roll a little low on that table, it goes down to like 9, I think. If you roll like a 6 or a 5 or something like that. So then your other roll, you can still hit, because if you roll a 9 on the cluster table, your other thing hits and it's probably going to hit for 12. And so you have a very good chance for knockdowns on the AC on the archer. You don't like how the archer overheats, but it's not bad. I mean, it's not horrible. Because it has 10. Okay, it has 10. So that's that's the thing that people say they don't like how it overheats, but I think it's fine because you have 10 heat sinks. Okay, so you run up as you move into position. You're just shooting your one LRM 20 and you're running. So that's negative heat. Kind of sucks, but not the worst. Once you're in position, like you're in your firing position, you shoot 2 LRM 20s. You bomb something real hard with this knockdown chance. Like you can totally just cripple a light if you connect with both. And you only go up net heat 2, which is the same as the Warhammer, right? If Warhammer fires 2 PPCs, it's at net heat 2. So I don't see the problem there. Yeah, it's the same thing. You're managing the heat the same way you would with the as you would the Warhammer. The cluster roll for the LM20s, yeah. It's only +2, yeah. So you're never really wanting to move it. You just set it up in a firing position like the Warhammer, and you just bomb things. You just bomb things, and you make life absolute pain for anything that gets out of position. I think it's fine. The only thing that I worry about with the Archer is something closing with it, because then it can't use the LM20s, or an Inferno capable. Like a Javelin would be a really, really bad day. The Javelin would make the Archer cry. Ammo rounds, and you've got good ammo. You got 12 rounds. It's like good for like one fight. Yeah. Sorry if I'm overreacting here, Matt. But I really am an Archer proponent. But you know, I understand if you have like different. I guess also it doesn't have pen, which you kind of need. You know, it can have good penetration, but man, I really like the knockdown. I think the heat's reasonable. I don't like the heat sinks, of course, the low heat sinks getting overheated and getting totally shut down by like a SRM carrier or SRM Inferno capable mech. It sucks, but I think it's okay. You could shoot the medium lasers to the Javelin leaves. You could, but then you're a heavy mech. So then you're a heavy mech getting disabled by a Javelin only shooting the rear mediums. And you can't even shoot that because the javelin is hitting at double SRM6s, is hitting you for upwards of 16 heat if it connects with both. If it hits with one, it's going to average 8 heat, which is going to put you at 8, and you only have 10 to sink, so you're down to 1 medium laser. Right? And if it hits you with both SRMs, you're at 16 heat without shooting anything, or plus 15 because it maxed at 15. Then you're at plus 5 heat with the javelin just sitting there, and you're, how much BV are you? 1477 BV, and you're getting taken out by a javelin, which is 600. Yeah, bad day. But that's the only problem. I mean, it is a big, I guess it is a really big weakness, but I like the archer, okay? I might be wrong, you know. It could be that Infernos just make it unplayable, but and it doesn't have pen. Yeah, maybe I'm just liking it too much. Maybe I'm just liking it too much, Matt. Okay, so 0% CT explosion. Left torso, right torso explosion. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 out of 7. Not the worst. 28%. Rear defense. You got 2 medium lasers. Do we have logistics quirks on this thing? Battle fists. Meh. Meh. Battle fists. Oh, you have command mech. I forgot about that. Yeah, you can make it a command mech. That's pretty sick. Stable too? Stable. I forgot about stable. And ubiquitous. Utility pen crit, nope. Speed 4-6. Command, that's pretty big. Logistics, expensive. Because you're always firing your ammo. Your cost is reasonable. The maintenance is kind of high because you're just jamming you're just bombing them with LM20s. That's gonna be expensive, but yeah. I'm sorry, Matt. Inferno is strong against literally everything in intro tech. Maybe. By that logic, Infernos make almost everything unplayable. I think you can I think the Thunderbolt is fine. I don't know. I don't think an Awesome's gonna care too much about double Inferno, you know, because you're down to like 2 PPCs, 1 or 2 PPCs. I think on some mechs it's good, but definitely the Archer is more vulnerable than most to Infernos. Infernos invalidate any mech with 10 heat sinks. Yeah, true. That is a weakness. But yeah, something like I think when I think about intro tech mechs that are resistant to Inferno attacks, I think about the Thunderbolt. I think about the Awesome. A little bit about the Warhammer, I think. The Warhammer can still fight back, but the Archer is like totally defenseless. The Orion's totally screwed. But yeah, it's quite strong. Let me take a quick break here. So, okay. So people were complaining about me shipping my water, but I need some ship. I need a ship of water. They said, don't chew your food. Eat before stream. I can't only eat and drink before stream though, because talking for hours straight is really rough. Rough on the throat. So I need to lubricate the throat, you know? And then actually streaming takes a lot of calories. It almost feels like I'm playing chess sometimes. Like, you know how chess players just burn through a whole bunch of calories because they're sitting and thinking? So I need snacks to like make sure that I don't like collapse out of trying to engage with you guys, you know? The Shadowhawk doesn't care about Inferno, true. Yeah. So I think, I don't know if it two javelins with Infernos shut down the awesome. You hit for 16. I mean, I guess. Hard to say. The javelin is just, I think it's so good at what it does. It's a good point though, Talon. Something I have to consider. Javelin, my beloved. Yes. Snacks for the snack god. Hydration for that. Will this become a nice simmer down concise video? Yes, it will become a nice simmer down concise video. I talked about why I'm very hesitant about sharing the Excel sheet earlier on in the stream. Essentially, it just makes it easy for someone to steal the idea. And I want to protect my ideas. As much as I like sharing knowledge with you guys, I feel like I do have to keep the business side in mind. And I'm a bit hesitant to just giving out this thing. I would feel really bad if someone took the idea, like downloaded the sheet, took it apart a little bit, modified a couple things, and like launched their own version of it. It just... You know, especially since I'm putting like 50 hours into each video and it takes me like a month to do. Just the idea of somebody being able to just like create a knockoff in a week is without really going through the data and really trying to understand it is just, it would leave a bad taste in my mouth. Do not release your sheets. Yeah. Yeah. So I think at most I would probably put out like a cheat sheet, but I don't think I would want to go into like all the mechanics and explain everything, as cool as it would be. Yeah, see? Like, no, we won't copy what you're doing and make our own content. Yeah, so... Yeah, could you see it more clearly for the current scripts I'm recording? Exactly. See, that would really suck for me. And I can see it happening. Do you still have those pre-generated mech purchase tables you made build a unit minigame? I do somewhere in my files. I don't know if it needs more work. So what I'm doing right now is my plan is to like study game design, like borrow a couple of books about game design, really study it, and come up with my own mods and games. I think would be a cool route to go down. But I do really think creating like a build your own mercenary company mini game would be quite fun. So I have them there. It's like kind of like it's on my little workshop bench, but I would say it's in a storage bin right now. I don't think it's something that I would go back to. I don't know. It's a good idea though. I think if I released it, it would do well. But yeah. Oh, Matt, you're back. Sorry. I apologize for being harsh on you about why I love the Archer. Could you keep the spreadsheet on screen for the next sense? Well, the VOD's going to be up. Part of why I like the content is because of you specifically. Your takes on the information presented are really insightful. Thanks. Yeah. I really like the fact that I'm able to help people enjoy the content more, you know. It really makes me really happy that we're actually able to learn the game together, and I'm actually able to like help people enjoy this hobby that I really like better. Yeah. Long story short, Archer is good. You just need something guarded against Chica. Yeah. I can see that, Talon. I can see that. Centurion. Yeah, Centurion, Shadowhawk. I'm beginning to think the Centurion is just a little too slow. You know, because by the time you're creating like a legitimate threat or making the javelin sweat, it can already be on top of your archer. So I'm kind of thinking like maybe you do need like a hunter, like something a little more fast, like a Shadowhawk to just challenge those guys, or like a Phoenix Hawk, or like just a faster cav unit. They can kind of keep up with the javelin and box it out. But something, yeah. Agreed. Your insights on what makes Mech good have helped me today. I'm putting together a list of mechs to use for tomorrow's Solaris 7 tournament. Wow. Good luck on your Solaris 7 tournament. I think the broader point is the Javelin is low-key really good. Javelin is quite good. I need to put more games on the Javelin. I want to be a absolute menace. I want to be an absolute light pilot menace. But yeah, I really get a kick out of it. Really makes me happy that I'm able to introduce people to this new game, because it is very confusing, and help people understand that that's what I like. Yeah. All right, we're on Highlander. Highlander. All right, we have a 353 fan favorite. A fan favorite. Where do we put this thing? We're putting this on, I think, Caval. Is this a cavalry mech, or is this a line breaker mech? Or is it? I think this one's a cavalry, I would say. I think cavalry. AC 10, LRM 20, SRM 6, ML, 2 medium lasers. All right, let's see. What do you think? Linebreaker or shock? 3-5. It's a 353 cav though. It's 353. Linebreaker? I think the AC21 is definitely Linebreaker. It's so hard sometimes with these things, because these are like blending, you know? Like cav. I don't know. Let's say cav / Linebreaker for now, because it's definitely one of those. Consider it battle line, but it's got jump, and it's got jump, and it's got a monster kick. No, it can't be battle line. You have 353. You have jump. You may as well use it. Too slow for cav. AC10 battle line. Okay. So you think it's battle line? Just battle line with like a 3 jump? Similar, true. Okay, yeah, similar to the Orion. What do you consider the 3 jump then? Are you jumping it in? Do you jump the Highlander into like melee, or do you just use it as a better positioning tool? Here, let me vote. Okay, only vote if you're, because I honestly don't know, because I don't have enough games on the Highlander. Okay, how do you use 3 jump on Highlander? Only answer if you have played it a lot in in Classic. Okay, I only want you to answer this if you. Okay, so do you get into melee or battle line and use jump for better position? So cav, get into melee, battle line, jump for better position. Okay, so you know what I mean, right? So are you getting this guy into melee and using it as a cav to get in, or are you just jumping it into like woods or something just to get like that heavy woods thing, and you kind of like beat them to the in positioning?
Jump there's more flexibility than flanking since you can't flank with 3 jump. Okay. Burial meme, yeah. The burial meme's not, yeah. Battle line. Maneuvers onto a position on the flanks and maneuvers after hits hard. 353, so jumping atlas slow. Okay, so maybe it is a battle line then. 10 votes. Okay. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. I will buy it. We are learning together. Jump for better positioning. Asked chat. Okay, I'm gonna make a note here. I asked chat / other mercenaries how to use this. Okay, because I don't know. I just, it's just not enough time for me to try every mech, put 5 games on every mech. Battle line breaker. Battle line. Okay, I guess it's a battle line. Cool. Today I learned. Numbers of attacks, like pretty decent, I would say. Piercing attacks 1.5. Like it can kick if it gets into there. Crit is yes. Long range is 2. Or 1 or 2. Yeah, 1 to 2. 1 or 2. Push heat. Push heat. 6 with the LRM-20. I guess it really is a battle line, huh? Because you always want to activate that LRM-20. 10 plus 13. Okay, so yes, it can. Yeah, I guess I'm sold on the battle line because you have the LRM-20, so you don't really want to get in there, you know? You could use it as cav for in a pinch, but not with it. Okay. All right, I get it. You're using the LRM-20 and you're floating in that 6 or 7 hex range. Zombie. Yes. Ammo rounds. Thank you guys. Actually being here, doing these things is really, really good because sometimes I don't know. And being able to rely on you guys that do play a lot helps a ton. Ammo rounds. 18? What the heck? Lots. I need to make an Inferno. I need to make a note here. It's Inferno capable. Quirks command mech, reinforced legs, difficult ejections, no offensive quirks. Oh, it has command. That's nice. It has command. CT's 41. Left torso, right torso 28. Leg armor 38. CT rear 17. Wow. I'm so happy that you guys here actually. It only makes it clear that I need to be doing this more because yeah, definitely just don't have time to put, you know, 5-10 games on a thing, and being able to like kind of outsource that to you guys who do play a lot and make me see and understand is good. Oh no, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tons of ammo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 out of 11. Not great. Not great. 45% chance of explosion on left torso. 45% left torso. 40% on right torso. So structure reliability. Yeah. But yeah, definitely, I'm so happy that you guys. I'm really, really happy that you guys were able to tell me in a respectful manner and explain it in a respectful manner that I was wrong about the Highlander, because I can't be wrong. I am but a man, but a slime. I will put you guys in the credits, or not in the credits, in the video. You'll make it in the video. All right. Quirk. Defensive quirk. Cowl, I guess. Not bad. Difficult ejection. Oh no. Does that have pen crit? Yes. 353. No, why? Why do you do this to me? Just be a text, please. All right, I'll fix you later. Quirk, utility quirk, command. Oh, I put Inferno capable. Inferno. Inferno capable. Logistics. Yes, lots of ammo. Maintenance. I guess it's a safety quirk. Is it a logistics quirk, or I have to figure out difficult ejection. Command mech cowl. Legs, I think, is a defensive quirk, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look it up. Legs. Reinforced legs. All right, BV val. Oh, sorry. C bills 8.3 million. BV's 1.8. Okay. Pointless quirk. The Black Watch doesn't eject. Oh, reinforced legs is an offensive quirk. Does it protect? I'll put it. Where is it? Reinforced legs. It helps with the Highlander burial, right? Difficult to eject. Yes. Yes. All right, the 3C is our AC-20. Okay, so this certainly has to be line breaker for sure, right? No. Right? Certainly an AC-20 is a line breaker. Tell me I'm wrong. Okay, yeah, okay. AC-20. SRM 6. LRM 20 and 2 MLs. So numbers of attacks is good. Piercing 1, AC-20. Critical hit, yes. Still not Inferno capable, but would have been nice, but it's fine. Yes, 1. Push heat. 13. Yes, you can. Zombie. Actually, yes. Ammo rounds, quite good, 10. Quirks. Okay, armors looking nice. Armor's looking quite nice. 41, 28 on the sides. Legs are 38. Really nice leg protection there. 17 in the rear. Really good rear armor. Really good back armor. Or CT explosions. I think the... All right, let's take a look at the criticals. Actually better. 3 out of 6. 9. 3 out of 9. Equals 3 out of 9. It's 33%. Did I miss something? Nope, 33% left torso. 40% right torso. So actually better than the original. Line breaker 100%. Yeah. Yep. Jump a wall, AC-20. Yeah. That's the gross maneuver where they melee you and you jump over their head behind them and AC-20 them in the back. Ooh, that is the dream. The dream. Pen crit, yes. 3, 5, 3, 5, 3. Okay. Quirk is command. Ammo use, yes. Maintenance, no. C-bills, 8.4, a little expensive. BV, it's an Atlas. Atlas levels of BV. Kick him in the leg for 18, exactly. Are you cosplaying the Irby? Heck no. It's what the Irby pilot wishes it could be. All right, the 3P. I think I can skip this one. This is just a PPC Highlander. Nothing new. Battle line. Yeah, nothing new here on the 3P. Just looks like just giving a cursory look. It's just a PPC instead of AC20, which is going to improve the defense, but make it a little harder to. Oh no, it has good. Okay, so it's the 3P might just be a better Highlander. You're just swapping the AC10 for a PPC. Yep, yep, battle line. Yep, better logistics. Yep, exactly. Okay, one of our most requested mechs, the King Crab. The King Crab. The good old King Crab. Line breaker, double AC20. Oh, baby. LRM 15. And a LL, large laser. Numbers of attacks. 2 at ranged. 3 at brawl, I believe. Nope, just 2 at brawl. 2 brawl. So kind of low. 2 AC20s. We're going to highlight that because that is the reason why you're taking Mr. Krabs. This is the reason why you're taking Mr. Krabs for the double AC20s. No crit. Long range 2. Meh. Push heat. Yes, you can. You can blow yourself up with the heat. Zombie. Yup. If you lose one hand, you're still going. Ammo rounds is horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. 5. Horrible. Just a one-shot battering ram. Win too lit. Can't run. That's what I don't like about the King Crab. Like, once you're in there as a pilot, you basically have to win. And if you don't win, you get captured or you die. There's no running away. And I as a mercenary, I don't like that. That's something I don't like as a mercenary. I always want to be able to preserve my armor or preserve my mechs and run away. It's kind of an all or nothing, right? You get in a position where you have to win. 10. That's just me personally, but I don't think I don't like it. I don't like it. Really good armor padding though. 1 out of 5. Left torso is 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 out of 7. 2 out of 7 for left torso, and right torso is 20%. It's quite nice. No rear defense, doesn't matter. Quirk. Does this have command? I don't think it does, right? Oh, it does have command. Wow. Okay. Kind of cool. Nope. Just pen. Ammo use. Yes. No torso twist. Oh, they eroded out no torso twist, so it's fine. I don't know about eroding out no torso twist. What are your thoughts? I actually kind of miss no torso twist, to be honest. I kind of like the fact that the mechs are harder to pilot because of the no torso twist. I'm gonna ask you guys, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on NT no torso twist? I like the change. I miss having no torso twist. I actually like it. I actually like having torso twist. Like having the no torso twist quirk. I think it adds. Personally, think it adds a lot of nuance to the game, or like more complexity to the game, where your Vindicator can't torso twist, so your like formation's a little more fragile because you can get flanked. I think it definitely made the Jenner. The Jenner used to have no torso twist. And I could see that because it's so fast, 5'11" with like a medium mech damage. Having no torso twist on there makes it just a lot more like having torso twist on the Jenner that can flip its arms with 4 medium lasers. You can just shoot in any direction, and it has a torso twist makes it just crazy to me. And I think it requires a lot more planning. Like having a no torso twist mech makes it so that you have to play it. You're kind of forced to play it later in the initiative. So that creates like problems on with your lance compositions and stuff because you know it has no torso twist, so you know it's a vulnerability, and then your opponent also knows it doesn't have no torso twist, and then that creates a whole nother like meta thing. It was egregiously bad. I mean, it makes your mechs better, which power is kind of fun, but the Nova is totally broken thanks to erasing no torso. Yeah, it just I don't know. Basically makes no torso twist mechs non. I don't know. I think it's okay because it just means you have to. It just means you have to. Your no torso twist mechs have to go later in the initiative. And they can be definitely screwed over by like the opponent positioning better than you, like, you know. I think it's reasonable. It doesn't make list specifically more interesting. Okay. So to like if you're playing in a tournament, you're just throwing out no torso twist mechs and just reducing the pool of available mechs to you. I see. Okay. So for you, you're playing in like BV like one-shot games rather than narrative games, and so you're throwing out the no torso twist mechs because they have just a horrible quirk, and you don't want to have to deal with that. Got it. I can see liking it as a narrative player, and I can also see hating it as a tournament player. I think I would probably do the same thing too. I'm just like, it's just easier for me to just throw out no torso twist mechs and just use the ones that are left. Gotcha. Any games where BV is okay. Yeah. But if I gave you like a no torso twist mech in a narrative play, I think it'd make it more interesting. But if it was in a tournament play, I can see you just tossing it. It would likely just sell it in the narrative. Yeah. If you didn't have a, like, I can see, I really like it because it's more, I feel like I'm more narrative. So, sorry, I'm going to pour my water. And then I like having to deal with things in the narrative, like suboptimal things. But in a tournament play, if I'm optimizing to win, I can see just tossing it. Yeah. Not a thing anymore. See, I was gonna make the argument that it should be back in the game, because it adds so much more flavor. But I understand it from a I don't want to play with this because it's a tournament. Why force a handicap on myself when my opponent won't? Yeah, true. All right, let's look at Mr. Longbow. I think I'm going to be pleasantly surprised with the Longbow. Honestly, I haven't put put too many games on the longbow because I like the archer a little bit better, but someone was saying it has the anti-aircraft quirk, which is pretty cool. Oh, this got to be ranged. So we have 2 LRM 20s, 2 LRM 5s, the main armament. We have a small laser. Oops. Small laser. Whoa. Oh, the beef is back. Is the beef back? Beef back making content? Heck yeah. No piercing. Critical hit, yes. Long range, yes. 4. It's like, yes, this is why you take the longbow. It is a pure range mech. Push heat. Can you push the heat? 13. Yeah, you can. Not really, actually. You fire everything. You're at. Oh, you're at 8. 16. I guess, but why would you push for another? Wouldn't you just run like 2 LRM 20s, 1 LRM 5, and then just be happy with that? Because if you use all your weapons, you're at, what's 8? 16 plus 3. I get, okay. Ish. I don't know if that's the way I would play. At net 3. Oh, you go net 3 and then net 1? Or you alternate your... You go net 3 on your first turn, and your second turn you go -1. Okay, so yes, you can. You just can't fire those LRM 20, the additional LRM 5s all the time. Zombie, yes. Ammo rounds, you have realistically like 12. Quirks, AA, Searchlight. You have no arms here. No arms. And you have Ubiquitous as a logistics. Okay, let's go back here. Armor's 21, little low. Right torso's 18. Yeah, it's kind of like at the very lower end of what I would want. 10 rear armor, not bad. I mean, it's like it knows it's gonna. You have something in case you get flanked. You have no explosion chance on the side torsos. Let's look at the. Oh, ooh, this is an oof. Wait, where's the 5s? Oh, you have it in the center torso. Yikes! 2 out of 14. Okay. Left torso, right torso are both 66. 66 is kind of high for me. I'll be honest. What are your thoughts? Freeze the column with the mech names. I tried before this, but it only let me, Open Office only let me freeze the top row or the left row. So I chose the I chose the left row. If I could do both, I would do both. Maybe I'm just doing Open Office wrong. I don't know. No, speed is, this is a 6'4", right? ZOW is 4'6", not 6'4". Quirk. Oh yeah, we already did the quirks. Logistics, high ammo use. $8 million. Oop, 8 million. BV 1377. Okay. Like, not the worst. Armor's a little low. But I think the 3.5 longbow solves that. Or it trades out speed for armor, right? If your longbow is being shot at, things have been deteriorated. But see, I don't know, because the longbow is going to be fighting the realistically be fighting the archer in an artillery duel. And in that situation, I would want the archer. I think I would want the archer. Yeah. Because I can see a world where a longbow squares off and against an archer. And I think the archer would win just because the archer just has more endurance on the armor side. Yeah. You'd have the anti-aircraft quirk, which makes it a lot better. But I mean, generally most of the time you're gonna go for general use over specific use. So in the general sense, you're fighting mechs more, and mechs and tanks and infantry more, and your anti-aircraft quirk is specifically only good in anti-aircraft situations. So as a generalist mech, like if you're, the archer would win out in my opinion, just because it's better in more situations. Rather have a longbow than a rifleman? That's fair. I think that's fair. All right, let's go with the 7Q. I think I'm going to be happier with the 7Q, even though it's slower. A lot slower. Oh, you have 2 medium lasers and 2 SLs. Very cool. 2 MLs. This is the same thing here. Let's just double check that. 4 long range. Critical, yes. Push heat, yes. 22 heat sinks now. 22. I guess no. Wait, you have a lot more offensive power though. Oh, my battery died. My battery died. Okay, I gotta charge my iPhone later. I'm still here though. I'm just a ghost. Best AA choice is the Jaeger mech. If it's specifically just an AA fight, yeah, but I think I want, like, if I'm a merc running a tight company, I think I'm passing on the Jaeger. It's just too specialized, It's too specialized for me to for it to earn a slot on my little Union dropship or whatever I'm dropping in on. Maybe I'd take it if I had like a battalion, but I just don't think so. I just, not for me. It's just it's too specialist. I need some generalist guys, You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I am saying? CT explosion. I like this guy a lot better. Ooh, only 1 LRM-5 ammo? Yeah, equals 1 out of 11. 9%. Left torso, right torso. Oh, you got the heatsink padding. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 out of 8. We love it. All right, this is nerdy overanalyzed pick, just better. Better defensive. Just deal with a 3-5. Just build like a 3-5 lance or a 3-5 unit. It's just way better. Moment you add an LB10 and double heat sinks, the Orion air targets become stupid easy. You type 288. Oh, 2 out of 8. Sorry. Yeah, 25%. Sorry. I'll catch it. This is just like a initial look. All right, how much more do we have? Okay, we can finish this next time. We'll do a part 3, I think. We'll do the Striker, the Stalker, the Thug, the Victor, the Zeus. We'll do it a part 3, and then we will I don't know what we'll do after that. We'll probably move on to more content, or like we'll do like a longer debrief and kind of mess with things. Yeah. But I will try and be back. I think I'm going to try Saturdays to be a thing. Still working on like all the infrastructure that has to go on it. Maybe doing like a Discord or something just for, I don't want to talk on Discord. It just takes too much of my time that I should be spending on actually making content. So it might be an alert only Discord. Yeah. Yep. All right, guys. I will see you guys next Saturday. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'm happy to be back. Glad to be back. And yeah, thank you very much for coming. Keep your eyes peeled for more announcements and stuff. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.